All right. Welcome back to Watching with Style. Second half of the Miami of Ohio game. I apologize for the original technical difficulties. That's the issue with probably going live. But here's the deal. The more I watch this game, the better I feel about the game. There's still a lot of things to clean up. It doesn't mean I'm not worried about next week, but it shines a light more on this game and more on the first game of the season. Thinking back on your first game, even if it's high school, pee wee, whatever, it's some things that you know you will have to clean up after the game, and there are some things we have to clean up, which is a good thing because now coaches get the attention of the players in meetings. They can get in their ass for the mistakes they made, and hopefully they won't make the same mistakes again. The worst thing or the worst take or narrative that I heard come out of this game is the second half. Or if they wouldn't have returned the kickoff for a touchdown, it would have been a different game. How do we know? We still get the damn ball first. And honestly, Miami, Ohio didn't stop us. We stopped ourselves. I think we had one punt the first half. So with that said, who knows we don't score anyway. The take that could be taken is the one with the defense causing a turnover that puts us in good field position. That is more of a better take. But as a whole, I think the team got a little more comfortable and settled into the game in the second half and played a much better brand of football. Now, the one thing about the kickoff return is it didn't allow the offense to get those extra plays. We had under 60 plays for a game, which is not common. This is a great pass rush. I think this is Ripka. Oh, don't tell me it's going to do this already. The funny part about it is I ran just a test with this software and it didn't stop on me. But now when I go live, it stops on me. It's got to be something with the two systems, OBS and this. I don't get it, but that's another problem with going live. So this is a good pass rush by Ripka, right? Not really. Now, the thing that gets me is in football, communication is so important. So important. And this gives me big pause. Because it looks like, to me, Valentine wants to go. And the reason why it looks like that's the call to me is because Ripka has contained. He should have contained. He should be rushing this way to not allow the Galbert to escape here. So for me, if Ripka's going to take this inside path, he in his head knows someone is coming outside to contain. Now, it's not so bad this week. But next week, if we let AR get out here, it's not a good look. So that's a miscommunication on someone. Because either Ripka didn't hear the call or the check, and he should have been outside, or Valentine didn't follow through on the call. Either way, it's a cause of worry and concern. I don't like it. I don't like it. You got to tighten up those mistakes. Now, Brad White called the perfect defensive call, defensive stunt on here. Normally, like always, Someone has contained. Normally, Weaver would have contained, but they call a stunt with the linebacker square, and that allowed Weaver to penetrate inside the tackle, and now Square's going to come outside. Now the bad part about it is we are dead to rights, right in the gap. We missed the tackle, and we force him to contain. We missed another tackle. That's not good. Now, for anybody who's coaching, who has a son or daughter, for that matter, because we played in a football game this weekend, had a girl kicker. This is why you switch the ball to the outside arm. Right here. This is not a great tackle by Ty. Not even close. But he hits the inside arm that the ball is in. If the ball was on the other arm, he wouldn't have fumbled. He wouldn't have fumbled. You carry the ball to the outside arm. Great catch by Kedron, and that's a game changer. So you can see over here, we slant, and we replace. You can see Ox cross the face. You can see Weaver cross the face. Now we got something going. We got to make that tackle, though. That's 2 missed tackles. That's not good. So you can see right here, Ty hit the ball. Boom. If the ball was in this arm, he wouldn't have hit it, and they would have still had the ball. So that is a nugget. Baron Brown did it on a kickoff return. It also eliminates your ability to stiff arm. I'm going to say something. This guy right here eliminated all boots and waggles. This guy was smart. He did his job. Eliminated Will booting out. Because if he boots out, if he's able to do that, this guy's dead to rights. We got, I think that's Key, who will come right here. And there's no one out in this space. That would have been an easy touchdown. See that? There's no one out there. There's no one out there. This is an easy pitch and catch. But it's team defense. This one guy did exactly what he was supposed to. And that eliminated that play. This is how you also help your offensive line. They're having trouble. We max pro. They slid the O-line this way. And then we had block edge, help on block, max pro, 2-man route. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a tough spot for him. Because for me, if I was playing, and one thing, the best advice you can give a corner is anticipate, don't guess. You can never guess. You can anticipate, though. With this split being so close, I would have automatically thought he was running an out or a corner route. He's going somewhere out towards this side of the field because he's giving himself room to operate, or a fade. I am not thinking here at all. That is a great route by Magwood. Here's another thing as a corner. If he's not going anywhere, he's doing all of this stuff, that skip, and those wiggles, you don't go for the fake. If they complete the fade, shake their hand. Stay inside of him always. Like I said, you anticipate, don't guess. Reason why is if Will throws the ball right on the hash, that is a true 15-yard throw. If he deviates and start throwing it anywhere outside, it becomes increasingly a longer throw as it comes out. So you want him to throw it as far outside as possible. You don't want to give up this. So you sit on the inside of the receiver. He had no reason to turn his shoulders. None. He stays square. He's going nowhere. Plus, on top of that, little nugget, he only got to cover 15 yards. So calm your ass down. Make them throw it to the back of the end zone. That's bad technique. Glad it wasn't on our team. We just, look, and it's a bad thing. We can always complain about play, but when you play decently the whole game, it's hard. Now, here's the problem. Barry does a good job. He actually comes down, he needs to come down more lateral and more with his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. So then he can squeeze on a potential cutback, and he's in better shape for if the quarterback pulls it and takes it. When you turn your shoulders like this, he's not going to be able to react to this. And he's not going to make this tackle over here. Second thing is, I'm not sure, this is like the communication deal. I think this is the same thing earlier where we slant these two guys. All right. If that's the case, and if Dion is supposed to play two gap, Derek has to get outside. And either he has contained or he's going to spill it to Afari. But either way, the worst thing for a linebacker to do is stand flat-footed. Keep coming. There is no hole here. First of all, another thing is do your job. That's not your gap. That's his gap. And if he can't get it to it, then that's his problem. And we got secondary fold back on top. You got to handle your job, and your job is here. We can't be peeking. He cannot see anything anyway. Right now, he's blind. There's too many linemen in front of him. He can't see all this action in the backfield. That's why you go to your responsibility right there. And you say, see, he's late, and there's every gap. Look at this. Every gap is filled. He's stacked on top of two guys. He needs to be right here. And then that's not Afari, that's Weaver. Next thing, Weaver cannot run around a block. If he presses this guy straight up the Kroger logo, even with Derek Jackson having a really slow reaction, not doing his job right away, look how much easier it would make that tackle. He would be able to make that tackle for probably, a 5-yard gain. He'd be able to make it right there. Right? Because the running back wouldn't be able to run away from him. He would have to cut up. Instead of running this way, he would have to cut up right under the Kroger. Right in here. Because Weaver should be right on top of the logo of the Kroger. He should be there. So it wouldn't allow this running back to run away from Derrick Jackson. That's not very good. That execution wasn't good. This is decent reaction from, I think that's Valentine. Is it? Yeah, I think this is Valentine. Pretty good reaction. Pretty good reaction. Weaver is a little too high, but can someone tell me if this not a hole? Wouldn't you call that a hole? Can he just tackle him down? Isn't that a hole right there? Give me that call. That is blatant. That is blatant. How does he not see that? There's a way to get him on the ground. And I don't care how you tackle. See, fans like great tackles, and in a vacuum, everybody should tackle fundamentally head up, knees bent, back flat, all that stuff. The problem is it's not in a vacuum. The problem is those guys are running. And as long as you get them down, that's all that matters. I highlighted this in the cut-ups. Man, this is so good. It is so good. That left foot of Phillips actually plants in the ground before this wide receiver gets in his break. That is excellent reaction. Now, I can't see his helmet, but I guarantee you he had his head back looking at the quarterback the whole time. If he drives 2 steps looking at the receiver, he might pick this. Because here's the deal. When your head is turned, you can't run as fast. All he had to take was 2 hard steps, 1, 2, and now he can look back because he's in good shape. And he's that close. I think he gets that about a foot or 6 inches longer, close to the receiver. I think he can pick that. But that's a great throw too. That's outside and low. We got to get off the field now. We have to get off the field. When it's 3rd and more than 7, we got to get off the field. This is why I do not like bringing secondary players unless they are in blitz drills. No need to come full blast. Come full. Now you got to choke it down, come under control, because if we do this again this week to Anthony Richardson, he will kill us. That can't happen. Look at Deion Walker. Look at Big Man. Look at Big Zero. Look at Big Zero. He gets double, triple team. But that's good pass lane discipline. Now he's running. Big man's running. And he takes a good angle. Woo. Would you like all that to fall on you? Again, this Weaver's gotta come to the party. He's not gonna make the tackle over here. He's not. But he's gotta come and squeeze this. He's gotta get. He didn't move. It's 4th and 1. Weaver starts on the 49. He stays on the 49. He doesn't move until right there. No. He should be, right now, he should be right at the end of the line of scrimmage, right there, looking for cutback. Everybody did their responsibility. Everybody did this perfectly. One guy didn't do his job, and now they get a 1st down. Come on. This is a great job by Keaton, recognizing, doing his job, making it cut back. Now the problem is, my man Square overruns it. Unless there's a blitz. I think he read it too fast. He needs to stay. He needs to push the running back. He needs to stay outside. He needs to stay outside of the running back, pushing him to Jones. But he gets on this shoulder too fast. Then he gets in the wash. Now it creates a hole. I'm not sure. This is just my guess. Remember, I'm not in the meeting room, but I'm gonna guess this is his gap. And he overran it. Check, check. This is so much BS. I can't even fake a call on this one. Because the receiver initiates contact and Valentine's head is back. And it's an uncatchable ball. That one is mind-boggling. That one would piss me off. There's no way you can call a PI on that. There's no way. The rule is your head back, you're kind of safe. And he had his head back. I don't get it. And this is the kind of stuff that's tough on a corner. And it's really in any coverage. That I can't show it. In any coverage, if they run vert and a deep out, in cover 3, the corner's got to get in between both and help the safety on the inside guy, potentially. If they're in cover 2, the corner's got to sink. The corner's got to sink and be over number 2. I can't put it. That's not really. He's got to be over number two, just in case they run a corner route, and he's got to help the safety. So this is just a tough, real tough on the corner. See how he's got to protect this guy. He's got to protect that. That's a shorter throw. That's a tough one. That's a good route combination. So look, if you can see it now, this even gives you more. Look at Ty. He could potentially throw it here. If Valentine is right here, this is wide open. Because watch where Ty is. The ball is thrown. The ball is caught. Ty is just right there. This would be open if Valentine was closer to this guy. So I know I hate the crap that, oh, well, Valentine was thrown to 5 times and they had 3 catches. That's bullshit. This is not man-to-man. This is zone. That's a good fullback. I'm going to go fast after this because it gets really murky after this. I know it's been 30 minutes and we still on the second drive. This is the thing that will help. Safari is stop going downhill like that. You need to squeeze more. Squeeze shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. Like we talked about earlier. Squeeze. Now it would be, instead of a 3-yard gain, it might be like a 2-yard gain. Or maybe a 1. How strong he is. This is bull 2. That tight end body was not turned. All right. Now, second problem though is Valentine's gotta work himself inside of this receiver. He's got to. You're giving up the easy throw right now. You got to work inside. Make him throw the fade. Now, he did a good job of not going for all the BS, but you got to get inside. But right there, I thought that got rid of the rule. You can have your hand in the back as long as you don't turn him. That wide receiver did not turn. He did not turn. That is not a PI. That's 2 bullshit PIs Valentine got. Totally horrible. Now, this play confuses me because it should be a flag. You got men downfield blocking. You got a man downfield blocking. And the ball goes past the line of scrimmage. There is something wrong. These guys are in the end zone. How can you not see the big nasties in the end zone? And not only in the end zone, they're blocking. Now, how is this not? I mean, I don't know if you can call it, but how is that not offensive PI? You got to call something. He's there blocking, and the ball's in the air. Yeah, that's, you know what? It happens. Now, this is really good coverage. Good job for the defense. This is the one play where this is why Eddie Gran was so good. Eddie Gran preached easy to the hole, hard out of the hole. If he goes there, he might be still running on Rose Street. See that? If he would have went right there, there's nobody out there. That's the only run. That's why you don't go a battle of hell in the hole. Dane was going toward the line of scrimmage. I'm surprised they didn't call it. This to me is another missed blocking assignment. Oops, hit the wrong button. If Dane is already on this guy, we got to get to the next level. Who makes the tackle? See that? Just imagine Dane is still here, and I think this Cummins goes to here, and we X this guy out. I think Smoke would go that way. We got some special going. Those are just the little things. Like I said, the more I watched it, the better we played. And like I said, this guy right here, man, this guy played a hell of a game. Number 21. He did not bite for anything. He was on quarterback the whole time. And now that's hard. That's great defense. That's great discipline by that guy. Period. Look at it again. This guy was a nightmare. He did an amazing job of handling his response, doing his damn job. And I think Will had like 4 missed completions because of him. And this is just great defense. Now, even with this great defense, Will got to get it out of his hands. We got something going. Here's the deal. If they're playing man and this guy is inside shoulder of this receiver. If he runs an out route, he's automatically in a bad position. We got to get it out right there. Get it to him. Get it to him. Get the ball out your hands. Don't take these unnecessary hits. On unnecessary banging on your knees, none of that. Now this is a great play call. Luckily, we got our hands on the ball. Quarterbacks. This is now I learned in Pee Wee. This is something you learn in high school. You replace the ball with the blitzing linebacker. He comes, you replace the ball with the blitzing linebacker. If he comes, you throw it right back where he came from. And they had a great play call. He blitzed there. That's the void in the zone because he left. We got away with that one. They dialed the right call for the right defensive call. Great job by Smoke. The blitzing and sifting through all this, making that tight end miss. Great play. Now we got him in 3rd and long. We got to get off the field. See all these DBs come a little bit out of control. Scares me for this week. Scares me. Pass rush discipline. Pass rush discipline. Great route, great throw. Now, this is the bad part about not being shored up on the line and not being confident is we got to max protect a lot. So we had to keep tight end in. We had to have a back to shore up any leakage. So you basically relegated to 2 to 3 man routes. I don't know what he ran. Probably something like that. It'd be nice to get 4 out, but when you got good receivers, it doesn't matter. That's a great job by Ton, at least not getting, but they just overloaded that side. See, this is the communication deal. We got 1, 2, 3 guys to block 1, 2. And now they bring in 3. And we didn't communicate and get that done. Why are we going out to this guy? We blocked neither one. And these are the 2 threats. Now, I don't know. We were supposed to go here, then here, make a call. I don't know. That doesn't look good. Ton got something out of nothing. That should have been 2nd and 12 or 13. Same thing happened here. You cannot get this kind of penetration. The ball is on the 30. And that defensive lineman got 2 yards of penetration. Didn't allow our pulling guard to get around. And now we got a big old pile in the backfield. Now, honestly, we don't have that pile. We got something, but this disrupts the timing. Unacceptable. So we did a decent job of picking up that stunt, but we need a running back to help us. They've been killing us all game on this twist, and we picked it up. But Will is leery of it, and he gets antsy. Right there. Right there. Throw it right there. And look at the distances. 3rd and 4. Get it out your hand. And he looked over there. He's looking. This is the problem. He's looking for the deep throw. He's looking for that one. You got to take this one. Take it. Take it. Take it. We had it. We had something. Sometimes this Gabbert kid, man, he had a lively arm. He really did. He really did. I came away from this game very impressed. Now Alex can't come under that block. He can't come under that block. I think that's Phillips. That's a good job. This is the one thing. If you remember that Tennessee game, first play, we had an ex-player widen out. Watch Phillips. He's at the bottom of the numbers. He stays at the bottom of the numbers. So you know what happens? The running backs got to turn it in. And you know what helps? It helps Alex and Jackson be able to get there. If he would have got pushed out to the sideline, number 9 would have had 6 more yards to run away from them to hit the sideline. Now tell me, because we barely got there on the bottom of the numbers, if he was able to run to the sideline, he outruns Derrick Jackson and he gets a first down. I promise you. That's why that play by Phillips was low-key really, really good. And this is just, they just got us. He's out-leveraged. There's no way Keaton can get out. It's no way. It's impossible. That's just a great call on 3rd and 2. That their OC is getting paid money just like ours. Great job by Weaver getting that strip sack. Puts them way behind the chains. We got to come, boys. We got to come. Now, see the difference? See how when he's able to get outside? But watch. This is the difference. It's perfect. The 2 plays are pretty close. So now, Phillip comes. He's at the bottom of the numbers. He pushes him out halfway, so that's 2 yards. Then he dips his head inside, and now allows the running back to hit the sideline. Now he gets 6 extra yards. That's the difference. That's why you press your guy upfield, keep your outside arm free. You're able to make the play, or at least make them turn up the field so all the guys running can get to it. That's a great play by Keaton. I already cut that one up. That is a really good play by a true freshman in his first game. You got to stick on blocks, man. You got to stick on blocks. Now they are loading the box too. This is a great throw by Will. Getting into his back. Quickly getting into his back. Now, I'm surprised Barron didn't have some more shape. Some more phone booth ability. I don't know how he got out of that. That's the guy who makes the tackle is right. I'm gonna shade his helmet right here. And he's actually getting double teamed. He's actually double teamed by Flax and the tight end. And he gaps it, somehow gets in between it and makes the play. Man. Now that's just, they just shot the gap. That's a run blitz. They got us. I think that's why we pass a little bit more now. Even being up, great block by Wright, great throw. You know why Baron Brown didn't do that little hard stick on the quick throw. Like I highlight, this is elite route running, but doesn't look like it because he makes it look so easy. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Now ease. Now slow it down, throttle it down so you don't run into the safety. That's elite, man. I don't know if that's Woodward's teaching that, but that is elite. And that was obvious PI. He pushed him when the ball was in the air. Now we got to make this a catchable ball. We got to make this a catchable ball. That's easy pitch and catch. You could lob that to the front pylon and be fine. You don't have to put it on him that hard and that heavy. That's a fullback. Give him a chance. There was nobody out there. And this is the one where it's just too late. There's 2 white jerseys there. That's not there. That's not there. He's looking down the chute. That's not there. It's gone. Go to number 2 now. That's 2 touchdowns that we missed up on. Now, I think Dane could have went a couple steps harder before he phase stopped to the pylon. He made it a little easy on that D-back. Come on. I know this is backups, but we got to come. You're going to give that up at this position of the game. You're going to let them complete underneath. Good job by thrower. That's tough. Way to come up, Childress. I'm glad we got some of these guys some playing time. Saw Childress, saw Wade quite a bit. I'm surprised I didn't see more thrower. Oh, that's a good play by Jackson right there, man. That's a good read. Just give up certain things. When the game is out of reach, you don't want to give up a good play. That's a really good fast read and come up with reckless abandon. My theory that I was taught, front hand comes off the ball, you should be coming. Front hand comes off the ball, look his body lean. He's coming downhill, right? He is, let's say, 1 yard in front of, I'm not sure who that is, of that safety. He's 1 yard in front of him. He's 3 yards in front of him now. That is great reaction by Phillips. Downhill, Awesome. That's a great play. And I'm not sure. I'm still trying to see what happened. I don't know why Derek Jackson is going forward. What did he read to make him go? Yeah, right there. Was he supposed to blitz? Does he open up that zone that he vacated? We gotta be more disciplined in pass rush. I know it's at the end of the game, and players are trying to make plays, trying to make sacks. I get it. But this week, we gotta have pass rush discipline. We gotta keep him in the pocket. See, we can't let this happen at all. Good way to close, man. Oh, they make it look so easy. All right. Hey, right now, this is 5, 10, 15, 20 yards apart. For him to close, they're 20 yards apart, and he's on the 45. And he only gets to the 40, really? Dude, that is great closing speed. And under control and able to make an open field tackle. Good job by everybody rallying to the ball. That was a pretty decent second half, guys and girls. I have to admit, the more I watch it, the better I feel. Communication is key. We had some breakdowns in communication on both sides of the ball, which cannot happen this week, especially in the swamp when that crowd is going to be noisy. We got to find a way for the offensive line to do a better job communicating, to the D-line doing a better job of communicating, everybody communicating so we can be in the right call all the time. Other than that, I think that's it for me. The second half was very good, very easy to break down, especially when the game got out of hand. Special teams were special. I think we got a punt returner. We definitely got a kickoff returner. Those two help. And any hitting yards we can gain advantage in is humongous in field position battle. So hope you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. And I'll see you guys next Monday.
1:16 left to play in the game. Quarterback